And we're back for another Boruto review. Naruto, Next Generation, chapter 46. And we're here with myself, LegendDVash, my boy, SamtheMangaMan, and the king of games himself, RayApollo. How do you guys feel?
Great.
Good.
Because this chapter was fantastic.
Good.
It is podcast day and Shonen Jump manga, two mangas today, Boruto and Dragon Ball Super. And I'm very excited to discuss this chapter with you guys. How did you guys feel about it overall?
Overall, I feel like this was an informative chapter that had a lot of action. And that's all I ever want from manga chapters is information and action. And that's what I got.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Because for sure, there was plenty of action between our new guy, the new now named Isshiki.
Yes, I agree.
With our man, we're all thinking it's Jiraiya and his movement. Even Naruto sees it like his moves is familiar.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
It definitely does. And I totally agree with what you guys are saying because this is what is prime time as a monthly chapter. If you're a monthly chapter for 40-something pages, this is what you should be. Gives us story, gives us a bit of information, like Ray said, also battle chapter. Know how to transition back and forth, and that's where you get that 5 out of 5 type of story and entertainment value. Not like the one where what happened with Boruto. Those chapters were on and off for me because it was not more action. But
it was just because it was all action and like we got like a little bit of information each chapter about how they work.
Yeah, but too small where it didn't keep us too entertained. But this chapter. Let's start off with the beginning. The fight between Koji and Jigen, as far as we know right now, both of them were doing hand-to-hand combat, throwing fire, throwing the rods. Those were interesting. I hope to see that animated by year 2030. So I'm excited to see that happen because
that fight does look like it
looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks so good. It looks so great.
It was amazing. Come on.
I actually liked his line in the beginning, like, for that's what shinobis are. Okay.
That's what, right. We're tools. That's what shinobis are.
And that's very good. But I feel like with him saying that and with the doctor giving the identity, telling all the information, I feel like they're also part of their own individual groups themselves.
Potentially. I don't know if it was just literally those two. Like that's the background I'm looking for next, is to like, how did these two meet and then decide, like, learn about this group and try to take them down.
Well, from what we know, Amado was the scientist himself, and we know about Koji was made for this. So we don't know if he's an actual person that is full, like has his own mind, because he said that, hey, I don't care if I die. I was made to destroy you. So if I died along the way, I'm all for it.
But I mean, he clearly was a person before. He didn't just create a person, you know, like he modified this person to fight Jigen.
Well, but you think
clone, or it could have been like a reincarnated of Jiraiya.
So let's get straight to it since we kind of in the conversation. Even Naruto, when he was watching this whole hologram of the toad and everything, do you guys?
Projector,
yeah. Oh, the projector,
which is still crazy to me.
Yeah.
I still want that.
Like,
you know.
Wait a minute.
Can I? I need new glasses anyway. Can I have that?
Yeah,
right.
And then freaking Naruto was dead ass looking at like, wait a minute, this fighting style reminds me so familiar of something that could possibly be like my master Jiraiya. That's died a good 10 years ago or 12 years ago.
I really don't think we're going to get that conversation, though. Nope. I really don't think we're going to get it because, like, it's more important to find out this stuff about. It's going to focus on Boruto going forward and how to get rid of that from Boruto, because now that they know that this is what can happen
to his son. Yep.
I feel like we're going to completely glaze over this.
Well, hopefully. Once we find out about, most likely Koji is gonna probably pass. He's probably not gonna defeat.
He's not gonna be. Yeah, he's not gonna be.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah. But then hopefully by the time this eyeglass hologram shuts off, and then Amado gets a chance to talk to Naruto again, and hopefully Naruto, hey, I just saw Koji pass away and everything. Just curious, did my master have any connection with that, or did you have any type of thing with that? Like, hopefully that just a 2-panel, 3-panel conversation happened after this arc kind of ends, so we get that quick conversation, because hopefully we get that.
I hope so. I would love for us to have that closure as the audience.
We'd be like, is it Jiraiya? Is that clone? This has been going on for almost a year by now since we met Koji. Not that maybe he's about to meet his demise, maybe in the next couple chapters. So
they could probably save this information to much later on, like, oh yeah, Koji was like whoever identity he was, a clone or duplicate or anything like that was supposed to be one of the best ninjas in the world, and he was only one of the best person to come in for infiltration, one of the muscles into the group, and that's why we needed to bring him back. Like,
and plus, he literally has the same moves called Flame Bomb. He literally has the toads going around them and using them as explosion. Literally the same fighting style as called Black Swamp that he did almost a similar move like that when it was a Sasuke, Itachi, and plus Kisame years ago. Literally almost similar move styles. So it's like, you give us those hints.
The only difference is he's not using his illusion of the giant frog eating them.
Yeah.
Or using his hair as the spike.
Right.
Yeah. So, those are
if he uses the hair technique in the next chapter, all but confirmed.
Like, hey, if you just go, and then like a whole hair moves, they'll be like, hey, you have to be some type of Jiraiya clone.
So what I do want to say, so what's the most important stuff that we got from this chapter? We learned about how the Otsutsuki reincarnate, how they've cheated death essentially. Like, I feel like that's a really important thing that we've learned. We also learned that this is like it's Isshiki, I don't have to get used to his name, was Kaguya's partner.
Yeah.
Yes. So they were there together, and this is who she was running away from. Remember when they said that she was running from somebody? Essentially, this is who she was running away from.
It connects the stories from both, and yeah, it does.
And so we also found out that, God dang it, Isshiki is a parasite who is in the ear or like in the body of Jigen, who was a regular monk. Which is nasty. I hate when he shrunk in the middle of their fight. I was like, oh no, he can shrink and stuff too. I hate it. I hate it. But I think we knew that he could shrink early on when he fought Naruto.
Yes.
So yeah, and I was like, oh, that's nasty. But then we found out he was just in this man's ear. Like, he went in this man's ear to steal his body. I'm like, that's nasty.
So it's just nasty to compare that. Like, it kind of reminds me of those cartoons when we were kids to see those people go into the brain and everything. But also like, well, why do
he's like the magic school bus?
Yeah, and like, why do those parasites like to go to the ear, the nose, or the stomach? Just go and penetrate it.
I mean, they are aliens. They are parasites.
They are aliens. Yeah,
right?
but,
like, damn.
But basically, they said they found a way to cheat death, essentially.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, okay, interesting.
But then additionally,
they can replicate themselves into like a tiny data
and
implant you.
What I was gonna call it is a USB drive. Is what
that's basically what it is.
Basically, what it is.
Because they literally insert a whole USB drive until the USB drive connects to your whole body and literally takes you over.
Until they upload all. So basically, what we found out is that
the iCloud drive.
The Otsutsuki can be they can turn themselves into data that they can plant in a human that they want to take over, and then they upload themselves through this tattoo.
They're living virus.
It's a tattoo flash drive essentially. Yeah, but it's like a virus that takes over a body and completely overwrites the person that it was before.
And Momoshiki just got lucky enough to be inside Boruto, a container that's able to hold so much chakra.
I mean, but they also confirmed for us again, they confirmed for everybody else, that Kawaki is supposed to be the
next
true vessel for Isshiki. Yeah.
Because Jigen, the actual body, he's a monk, and he cannot.
His body's not strong enough. Yeah.
Withstand the full chakra of what Isshiki has, since he's an alien and parasite. But then Kawaki is what he's got made for that reason. That's why he's going to actually transfer to the body. That's why he wants Kawaki so badly. And now it makes sense, because that's why Jigen Isshiki has a connection with Kawaki. That's why he can teleport wherever Kawaki is. Now it makes sense, because their karma is connected to each other. So that makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of does for me. But then it also reminds me of the battle now, because we know eventually Boruto's going to use Momoshiki's power, and Ishiki's going to take over Kawaki in the future. This is all in the first chapter.
Oh, yeah, from the first chapter,
it's literally going in. It's to a parasite versus parasite. Like, which one would have been stronger, Momoshiki or Isshiki himself? In that sort of way.
Well, if we learn from what we learned, Kaguya and Isshiki were, from what we learned, the two strongest, and they came to plant the fruit, take it.
True.
But then Kaguya got to have kids, and with Hagamuro, Ohtsutuki, and then they have the two sons, and then transcended to Naruto and Sasuke to where we are now.
However, it's different for Isshiki, because he was really weakened against Kaguya when he fought with Kaguya.
Yeah,
he
because
literally lost his lower parts. He was crawling.
Yeah, for you to lose them, I feel bad for you to just turn into a bug to just transfer your body. It's like you really had to do the most scummest move and can do
He's
anything.
an alien.
Right?
They just want to turn everybody into food and eat them anyway.
They just
So
want to survive.
So
that's it. That's literally they're just trying. That's literally their way to survive. This is it.
So question is that since they're an alien, but they're also technology based, so are they more like a technological type of base of aliens, like more of like a technovore in a way, you know?
What I feel with Isshiki, he's been on Earth for a very long time, so he's probably out of touch with all these technologies and stuff. And
That's true.
we don't see as far advanced into the technology, just his own karma and abilities, but where the entire world, the Leaf Village, they're all advancing with technology and stuff like that. It probably is behind of the technology of what they are, but he's not as current as what Momoshiki and his idea, his technologies of what he's been happening. Because technically, Momoshiki was the new invader of Earth. He's probably went there to check out like what the hell just happened. How come this planet is still alive? And like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna implant it. All right, fine. Seed, get the fruits. Like continue the same process over and over again. And that was the reason why he captured Naruto. You drain his chakra, try to get the other beasts in the way.
I think we hit it right on the head. It's like these things are just trying to survive. That's literally all they're doing. They're just trying to survive. That's it. They don't care about anything else unless we find out they have another motive.
What I'm curious about, this is more of a grander scale. I don't know if the series ever gonna touch this part, but what are they surviving for? Just to live longer and want more power, or is it because, or is it?
That's what it seems like so far.
Yeah, because they acted like they were a bigger clan and a bigger species back then. So did somebody else greater than them take them out to be a smaller clan than how they are now? Is what I'm more curious about. But I don't know if the series will ever tackle that aspect more about the Ohtsutuki and everything. So that's why maybe what Ray is saying, maybe they just wanted more power and just want to survive and just be more, feed me more type of stuff.
Or they could just be weapons themselves, some other bigger groups. And what they have done is they throw all these parasite aliens onto each planet as a weapon to take over. That has to be possible too, because from what we know now, this should be a lot more Otsutsukis in this planet Earth that we have not known yet. Why else would the doctor says like, I'm going to show you how to kill an Ohtsutuki? Is like, wait, why make it sound like there's so much more? There are more of them in this Earth.
That's a good point, Sam. That's a good point, because he could have said, I'm going to show you a way to defeat the Isshiki, the one we're versing now. He never meant to ask that hey, I'm gonna show you how to defeat the whole clan. The more they come, the more they do. Yeah. So that's a good point that you bring up. Like, so is that your theory? Is what you're saying?
It is kind of like my theory in a way where these things can transcend and can avoid death or cheat death in sort of way with their special abilities of implanting their virus USB into people, whichever container or specific container they feel that is special. Because from what we've learned right now, the reason why Isshiki didn't take control of Jayen and transform to his original body is because his host right now is not able to contain all the chakra that's inside Isshiki. And that's why he's trying to find a new body. And if he were to try to take over completely, he wouldn't last more than a few hours or a couple days, is what the doctor found out about, like why he doesn't transform all these years or centuries or millennia of however long they took. And this experiment, he was trying to make a new host, new clone. It took years and years. And all these copies that did technically kind of survived a little bit with Kawaki has a little bit of the implanted chip into them. So I'm thinking, even if they kill Jigen here now, Kawaki still technically has the karma in his own body as well.
We will learn about what Amado said. We will
we're
see
gonna
where it leads to.
That's my next big thing is, who is
Amado,
the doctor? Like, why does he know what he knows? How does he know what he knows? Like, this is what I need. I need this. This is what I want.
And you don't usually get the explanation of the doctor too, because usually, like this random doctor just somehow know everything.
And that's what I was gonna say. To what Ray said behind the scenes, he said this chapter is called True Identity. Out of the three people we don't really know, Isshiki, Koji, and Amado, we only learned one out of the three.
Yep.
Because all we're learning is information about Amado telling us about Isshiki. He never told, hey, this is who I am. I know about you, Naruto. I know that you could give me leeway and also escape to become a civilian here. Oh, thank you. You gave me that? Thank you. Because you don't need to ask the other the whole will of fire or anything like that. Nope, you gave me that privilege because you're the Hokage. He knows that information. He knows everything about that. So,
I mean, but he also kind of has Shikamaru's son with a bomb strapped around his neck.
He wants his paperwork first.
So he knows his research before anything. So he knows how to bargain. So he technically has the advantage. So so once he gives the advantage and everything, we want to know who you are as well, and Koji as well, because I want to know goddamn well. So this was informative chapter. This was interesting as well. Curious about the fights to continue, because we know goddamn well Koji most likely is gonna lose. You know, that's
we don't know if anything. Like,
it's true, we don't know. This could be how he shows them how to kill one. But I mean, I'm sure he has a backup plan too. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's just like we could. If anything, if he escapes, survives, and whatever information that he's able to find within Jigen, like if this is the moment, if next chapter is going to be the moment
what if he takes what if Isshiki takes over a boy's body instead?
I think they explained that he technically can't because
did they explain that?
They did say like he just never went full out onto the his Jigen body at the moment.
No, I'm not talking about the body that's Jigen, the guy that he's fighting right now.
Oh, have him literally come out small parasite and go to
and take this other body.
That would be gross.
What if he takes Koji's body?
He never said he can't.
Exactly.
It's true.
If he knocks out, maybe the doctor built in a contingency for that.
That's what I don't know. Maybe he wants him to do that and do a self-destruct.
Exactly.
Boom.
I think it's better to just try to contain him and then kill him from the inside within that container.
Right.
Or imagine that he goes inside Koji, but then the doctor has not a self-destruct, but close up ears, close up mouth, close up hair, so he cannot get.
I don't know. Maybe
kind of creepy. In a
way.
Or
maybe Koji shrinks down and goes in Jigen and they fight in his brain.
Well, the reason why I'm not too sure is because I'm wondering, like, how come after all these years, how come we couldn't find a new body or host throughout this entire year?
Well, see, they were trying to make a perfect one, and that's what Kawaki is, if you ask me.
Okay.
So
yeah, they're obsessive of perfection.
He wanted a perfect body, exactly, something that could contain all of his power.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, because it would have been like too much of Orochimaru just going from one body to another body, like for. No matter what kind of person it is and stuff like that.
You know, some series just like to rinse and repeat storytelling. If it goes good one way, they just have to do it in a different aspect. So maybe it's like what you said, Sam, about Orochimaru, right? That's what Jigen was trying to get the perfect body. So we don't fully know. Like Ray said, we're getting small details here, bits and pieces. We haven't gotten the full entree meal. We only got the appetizer. So right now we're slowly eating. We're about to get to our dessert.
We're still in appetizer.
No, I'm saying we still haven't got the full entree yet. We only got the appetizer. We're slowly getting to entree, then dessert. So we're slowly getting there. So overall, any more thoughts, guys? Like, what's your last thoughts, your feedback, your theories, anything else you want to add?
I really, really, really like this chapter. I keep telling people consistently that Boruto has been pretty good manga-wise. I'm one of those fans who does not like the anime. I just don't. But the manga, I'm all about. I really enjoy the manga. It's still a lot of fun. It has some essences of the original Naruto, but this is Boruto. Like, we have to understand that this is the Boruto manga. It's not Naruto Part 3. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And so sometimes it's different enough that I'm like, no, I still really enjoy this. So this is good.
I agree.
Sam?
For me, I'm liking how they have the extension of what karma is and how far it goes back and reaches out as well. And it's a way where you can never get rid of karma anymore, or else like this whole entire Boruto series is based on with karma, abilities, and aliens, and it's connected to its roots. And I'm just very interested where the doctor wants to teach all four, Sasuke, Naruto, Boruto, and Kawaki. So you see all four of the panels, like only those four have a good shot of fighting and killing in Otsutsuki.
Well, maybe it's going to take all of them.
We'll see, but at least they're the main four. Like,
because let's think about this though. A weakened Isshiki took out a basically full-powered Naruto.
And also, remember, we have Naruto who has a nine-tails demon inside him, and also could go full Sage of Six Path kind of still. And then we have Sasuke who has the Renegade and the Uchiha eyes. And then after that, we have the other two kids that have the karma. So four of them probably has to be the one to take him down, because what can the other Hidden Leaves villages in the Wildfire can do? Nothing.
But we know that Kawaki can't fight him. He can't. They can't put Kawaki near him.
But
But they also can't leave Kawaki alone either.
So like like you said, like a flip toss, great lines. Like you bring him, but then you don't because then you leave him defenseless. So you either bring him and just defend him.
One adult and one child. Pick your child. You see Naruto picking Kawaki and you see Sasuke picking Boruto. It's like, wait, are we father and son? It's like, yeah, but he's your teacher.
So that'll be pretty funny. Overall, this chapter was entertaining. Other than that, we're good?
Yeah, we're good.
I think we're good. Great chapter.
It was great. So other than that, guys, let us know what you guys thought about it in the comments section below. Let us know your feedback. Don't forget to join our Discord server as well if you want to have, some type of theory speculation, have a conversation about it, what's going to happen with next chapter when it comes out on June 20th. Let us know about it in the comments section below or join our Discord server. Like the video as well if you like what we did, if we entertain you. And also, if you want more anime content, subscribe. It's glad to appreciate. And also press that notification every time we upload the videos. Other than that, guys, tell us next time.
Peace.